back live here at Coronado High School and the Fine Arts Auditorium, and I am accompanied by
Maverick Procter,
Maya Olivia,
Ashley Price,
and Connor Crowley.
Okay. Sorry, we got a new camera, so it looks all smushed in together. You guys don't have to scoot your microphone a little bit back, right there, and then I'll be able to pick both of you up. Okay, without having to lean in. Okay. So today we're gonna talk about one of the best movies that came out, Doctor Strange. It was a very good movie.
Mm-hmm.
It was.
I'm not afraid to say that it probably was better than Guardians of the Galaxy.
Okay, I agree with you.
Okay. Oh, I thought you were gonna say.
Yeah.
Okay, I might get butchered in the comments, but not as bad as Connor usually does.
Connor got wrecked.
So Connor got wrecked because he's a white straight male. But
Two people. Still to be.
yeah, I'll go ahead and start off. I was not familiar with Doctor Strange. I'm still I was afraid to watch. I thought I should read about it, then go in and watch it. But I said, you know what? I'm just gonna go in like anybody else and see. I mean, I knew a little bit, but not that much. Movie-wise, the effects were awesome. We didn't watch it in 3D. We watched it in just digital, right?
Yeah.
It was very comfortable seating.
Yeah.
It was very comfortable seating.
Luxury.
I did not watch it 3D, although a lot of people
We did not see IMAX.
we did not. No, we did not see it
But
in
it was
IMAX.
like that huge screen. We
Yeah.
saw XD, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was a huge screen.
But yeah, it's definitely one that I want to go see in IMAX for sure.
Yes.
Just because for me personally, the highlight of this, which is something I was really worried about, was the visuals. I think that was the best part of the movie.
Yes, it was. The visual. I mean, I usually get car sick easily. I kind of almost got car. I should have taken. If you get motion sickness right away, take some Dramamine with you, because there's some parts where you're like, oh.
But don't fall asleep.
But don't fall asleep. The other thing, the acting was awesome. I mean, it was funny, but not only that, the story itself. You have this person who is so full of himself,
Yeah.
and he's like, how can I say? What's the word? He's
Arrogant?
No. I'm trying to say what happens to him is like he's teared down to like nothing.
To build up again, yeah.
Yeah, I
Like,
mean
the
he's
character development was
lowered
so
so
much.
bad, like he has nothing. And then and that's what like the ancient one tells. That's what I think like what I got from it is like, it doesn't matter who you are, if you're a doctor, if you're a lawyer, if you're just a custodian, it doesn't matter. I mean, it matters on how you treat people, how you treat others, and that's what I got from the story.
There was a lesson to be learned in this movie.
There was.
And it was a really good one too, and I thoroughly enjoyed it a lot.
Well, thank you for interrupting me and saying what I
I'm
was.
so sorry.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. But there was a lesson to be learned, and I hope a lot of people. I mean, this wasn't only just a comic book movie. It had especially now. I mean, this is Thursday, November 10th, 2 days after the election, when we need peace in this country. We need peace in our lives. We need Jesus. That's what we need, all of you guys. But we need, to care for one another, and we don't. A lot of people did not agree with the outcome, but hey, as Americans, we just need to brush it off and continue with everyday life. And this movie was, I mean, in my point, it was not only because it was, like I said, a comic book movie, because it was like an uplifting movie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, like I got out there, I'm like, damn,
Yeah.
I am somebody, even though I have to deal with these kids every day and work at a high school. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Mhm.
It doesn't matter, because when she says, there's this part he says, what does he say? I can't remember. He, I'm a doctor, and then does she say I can't remember, but that was I need to go watch it again. Yeah, it doesn't matter that you're a doctor. I mean, it was a very, very good movie. Not only effect wise, it was very comical. There were some funny parts.
Oh, yeah.
And
not too forced.
Exactly,
No, it was
not too
natural.
forced, like in a DC movie. I will not.
Stop.
I'm just
Enough.
kidding.
Enough.
I'm just kidding. Wait, let me move this a little bit so I can grab both.
Yeah. It had a
Sorry.
little bit of everything, though.
It
was like
did.
a little bit of romance, a little bit of comedy, action, a little
Tragedy.
scary
Suspense,
stuff,
tragedy.
action,
It is.
everything.
Wait, are we gonna do this spoiler free or are we
Here,
gonna do spoilers?
Let's just
Let's
go
do
around, say our
spoilers.
a little bit of
opinion and-
spoil free, and then we'll.
Okay, so I can't believe I think since we started the podcast, this is probably gonna be my 10 of a 10.
Oh yeah.
I give it 10
Honestly,
of
same.
There's
I
nothing
give
I
it
could change.
a 10. Yeah,
It's
and
when
I
a girl
and,
gives
and
you
take
that.
it take into consideration, I did not give 10 of 10 to Force Awakens. I
You
give 10 out of
love
10
that.
stars for
10
this
out of
movie.
10, yeah.
It's like
So-
rare when anyone gives a movie 10 out of 10.
For me, it was so.
Like, me too. I loved it
We'll
so
we'll
much.
go over to Mr. Maverick Procter. What did you think?
I thought it was great, but like you, I hadn't seen anything about the movie. All I had was that one comic that I bought, and it didn't even present anything to Doctor Strange to me. So I had to watch some videos and learn who he was before I saw the movie. It didn't spoil anything, so that's great. The movie was really funny. I liked the music references where it was like, oh, Drake?
Yeah.
Beyonce?
Beyonce.
Yeah, yeah.
Eminem.
And then
I
he's
want
in
to
there
see
listening
more of a
to him.
relationship between him and Wong, though, because in the comics, Wong
too.
is like one of his best friends. Like
Okay.
in this
I
movie,
see
he
that's
has his
something-
right to be his
That's something I
mentor.
did not know, but okay.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. Continue.
But I thought it was really great.
They'll probably go into it
Um,
later though.
Yeah,
Like this
that's
was a
what I was
good
thinking.
setup, and then I'm like, I can't wait for what else
Yes.
comes.
I love the memes.
Oh,
After
yeah.
the movie came out,
we
all I
had
see
we
is-
came out Friday, and then that Sunday. That the next day,
Meme
Saturday.
Central up in here.
Saturday was time change, the daylight savings.
Yeah,
so we,
this
I was at Whataburger
so
at like 2 a.m.
It was all the memes that started coming out.
even Morrow posted one. An hour falls back, and it just showed Doctor Strange, and I was like, yes.
There's a lot.
But that was great. We had a lot of laughs after the movie because we would quote stuff. We would be
Yes.
like,
Yeah,
we would
we
make the
definitely quoted,
sling
yeah.
ring hand movements.
Stuff.
And we'd be like, what if my hand just teleported?
And you just see it
see
spark.
sparks. You
And
just-
I mean, for those of you who haven't seen the movie, once you see it, you'll know what we're
Yeah.
talking about. But is that it, or do you have anything else to say?
That's about
Okay.
all I can
What's your
Uh,
rating of it?
rating. I
Of 10.
don't want to give it a 10, so I'm gonna give it like a 9.5.
Okay, 9.5.
9.8.
I
His
feel like it
10
could've
is
been
for his 10 is for Suicide Squad.
Poco.
It is for Spider-Man
Spider-Man
Homecoming.
Homecoming.
It is.
Go ahead.
So-
Now we have Miss Maya here. Go ahead.
Okay, I did the same thing as Maverick. I've seen some stuff about Doctor Strange, but like before I saw the movie, I like was same as Maverick, watching videos and learning more about him and his character. And like when I saw the movie, I was just like, this portrays him like very well. Like Benedict Cumberbatch did such a good job.
Were
Like-
you about to say Doctor Strange?
Yeah. No one needs to know.
Go.
But anyways, I absolutely loved it. It was really funny. He was sassy, and I absolutely love that. And like Miguel said, it was like there was a theme, and it was presented very well. And honestly, it like when I watched it, it had became my new favorite Marvel movie, which has like never happened.
That's good.
And it's like now my favorite so far.
This is how much she really liked it. After the
Okay.
movie, they were selling
Oh,
shirts
I
there
have
in the
pictures if
concession
you want me to
stand,
send you them.
and she there wasn't any medium, so the poor girl who was helping us had to climb on the counter and take it down from the wall
The display.
and the display, and then we're like, and she doesn't care that it smells like popcorn butter. She
It
doesn't
smelled
care.
like popcorn so much. I
You'll send it to me so
did
I can
not
put it up.
care. It was a beautiful shirt, and it was two-sided too.
And yes,
And
Yeah.
it was really nice. And I was just like, "Ugh, I gotta
Ashley,
have
didn't
it.
you get one of those shirts?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, me and
you bought one
Ashley.
too. Oh, I didn't know that.
They
Or-
were really good shirts, and I'm so happy I got one. I was like ecstatic.
And
when
they're
I got
really
it.
nice because they're double-sided. Yeah.
Yeah. So what else you want
Oh,
to say?
I obviously it was a 10 out of 10.
Okay.
Obviously.
Well, okay. Ashley Price.
Yeah, 10 out of 10. The theme was really good. You got it, but it wasn't like so much where it was like, ugh, like you didn't get sick of it. You're just like, oh, like I get it. It was a good movie. And he was kind of like, I know Benedict Cumberbatch, like I've seen almost all of his movies. I really like him a lot as an actor. He's an amazing actor.
And you're a big fan of Sherlock.
Yes, I love Sherlock.
I haven't seen it, but
You should, because I found a lot of like parallels with like Doctor Strange and Sherlock as far as like the arrogance and they're very quick-witted, they're very smart, but it's like you need more than that to, like, that's not everything to you. It doesn't matter how much money or how quick you are. It like depends on like who you are as a person. And so I saw a lot of similarities with that, but it was a really good movie. There was nothing I could really change about it that would make it any better. And so yeah, I'm gonna have to give it a 10 out of
A
10.
10. Wow. Okay, that's 10. Okay, Mr.
I
White, straight male. Go ahead.
I definitely liked that. I liked the movie a lot. It was one of my favorites. For some reason I can't say it was my favorite Marvel movie, but I
Of course
definitely
not. I'm just kidding.
I definitely enjoyed it.
He really liked X-Men United, the third one.
Oh.
I'm just kidding.
No.
That's his favorite.
No.
What about Apocalypse though? Oh.
I didn't even see
Okay, but
Apocalypse.
that's-
No, I really liked this movie. I liked the characters. I think I liked all the side characters the most. Like I really liked Ancient One and Wong. And all the people whose names I can't pronounce or remember because they're all like so strange.
Mhm.
But no pun intended. No, I really liked it. The only like, if anything that I'd say was wrong with it is that it felt a lot like his origin into Doctor Strange felt
Too rushed?
no, it felt a lot like Tony Stark in Iron Man. You know, the cocky little full of smirks and snide comments, and then something really bad happens to him, be it, captured.
I can
And
see
then-
how why you say
Yeah.
that, but
And
but
it's
I
like the
think this
hero's
was,
journey, though. That's
but
not
on
like
this one
retro.
but this one it was I feel was a little bit more, yes, and it was more what's the word, like more intense. I don't know. It's just
Well,
Like,
like
it
it's
was
the
more of a
same.
struggle,
It's
like,
the
yeah.
same thing.
more
It's the same.
impactful.
It was the same situation, but I felt it stronger with Doctor
Yeah.
Strange
'Cause
than
he-
I
he,
did
like,
with Tony
struggles
Like
Stark.
more
with it, yeah.
impactful.
But
Yeah,
like
I-
the way
He
like
doesn't get it at first.
just
but
lots
it's
of stuff like the
Because Tony still doesn't get it.
Oh yeah.
He's still- this is
Well,
the fourth movie he's gonna
I
come
like
out.
the, lots of it. Maybe it's because Iron Man did it first, but I would put Iron Man above this movie. Like I thought this movie, but like
Iron Man 1?
Iron Man 1.
Okay.
Because the way I like with Iron Man, it was his weapons that inevitably was his weapons and his cockiness, was his downfall until he was, in that cave and had to come out. And with Doctor Strange, it was only way he could have saved himself was with the medicine, which is what he was so cocky about. So there was lots of parallels I saw between the two stories. I both think they're great. There's definitely, obviously one's weapons and one's magic, so they're different, but that's my one, if anything I'd say is my one quarrel between
But
Doctor Strange is that even the goatee was the same.
No, that's just
No,
that's
oh
just
my god.
no,
of
but
course
that's
even a
you would
comic
say
but
that.
reference,
that's
though.
like
Yeah.
that's a
Deadpool's gonna reference that on the new movie.
But that's like a common theme in like literature, like the hero's journey, where you go down, you build yourself back up. So I don't think it's like just
Well, no,
with
but
these
there's-
two characters. It's
but-
an overall.
Yeah, there's always going to be the tragic hero origin story, but there's different ways you can do the origin story, and like the fall and the rise of the two were very similar, and the personalities of the two in the very beginning, they're both cocky, smirky.
Okay,
I
well,
can't
can
curse,
see
so
it.
I can't say.
No, you cannot.
But they're both cocky and smirky, and inevitably that was what their undoing was, and it wasn't in the entire kind of hopeful thing is at the end of this they're not as full of themselves because they realize there's a world outside their own.
There was this one scene that really like got to me when he's like trying to write his name.
Oh yeah,
And
that was
then,
very.
but what's her name comes in? Rachel
we're doing
McAdams.
spoilers now, yeah.
Yeah. So now,
Sorry.
please, if sorry. So what is your rating? I'm sorry.
I'm trying to think of like on a scale of things what I've rated everything else.
Oh yeah. I
But
don't even know anymore.
I'll just say 9
A
just because I
9,
enjoy
okay.
it. But the one thing I'd say for sure is that Iron
It's
Man
too much
is,
like Iron Man.
and I think Iron Man
It's
did
too
it a
much
little
like
better.
any
Okay,
other
so
heroes.
10,
Nine.
9.5, 10, 10. 9.
Nine.
Sorry, I just yawned. It was been a long day.
So it averages out to like 9.5.
Okay.
Yeah.
So okay. Thank you for all of those who have been listening. Now we're gonna go into spoilers, so we will no longer be spoil free. That scene when he's trying to write his name and he's sitting down in his apartment, which is
Yeah,
very
no.
nice
Because
apartment.
you don't know what he's writing at first.
Yeah, you do not know.
You just see him trying
just
to
trying
write.
to
You're
write
like,
it.
oh, whatever.
But then Christine comes out, who's played by Rachel McAdams, who did a fantastic job.
yeah.
All the
I thought.
she was such a well-rounded character, even
Yes,
without
and
screen
she-
time. She was.
And she's a very good actress. I mean, I really enjoyed her in Not the well, I enjoyed her in Notebook, but that's not the movie I was gonna say. Wedding. I really enjoyed her in Wedding Crashers. She was hilarious.
That movie is great.
And I enjoyed her in the first Sherlock Holmes, which is weird because
Yeah.
Yeah.
Robert Downey Jr. played Iron Man, but he also played Sherlock Holmes. But now she's in a movie with Benedict Cumberbatch, who's playing Doctor Strange, who also played Sherlock Holmes. So it's, but, what she's, in that scene, he's trying to find, he's spending all his money. She says, you used to spend all your money as it came, but now you don't have any money coming in. So you need to like lower, calm down on your spending. And he got very, he goes on a rant and
he's like, you don't love me or
He's like,
something.
I
Yeah,
have
and-
nothing without like.
yes.
my
And then,
abilities, my
but before that, she says, you know what, like maybe it's time that
Yeah.
we need to
You
move
just
on.
accept it.
Just accept it. You need to move on. Like
she's
the
And then,
rest,
yeah,
trying to help
and then
like
when
the
you
rest
see
of
him,
this country. I'm just
and
kidding.
then you see, and then you see him writing his name, and then
Yeah,
that's when
after
you realize
you
how
like-
much it really does mean
Yes,
to
I'm
him,
like,
you know?
that really like.
Because he like
I was
throws it and then
shocked.
you see it like on the floor and it's like just
I
a
was
bunch of
shook.
doctors. So much.
And it was. I mean, I was like, damn, that really. I mean, I can I'm sorry for the background music you're hearing. It's just that there's a
Dance.
dance rehearsal going on stage right now, and after this podcast, we're gonna have to put the floor down. So it's gonna be a wonderful. Ashley's like, not me.
Well,
not me.
I don't think I can.
Let's go do
But-
I have a competition tomorrow. That's
yeah.
But what I'm saying is that's like you don't know how bad it is. Like he was broken all the way down to like I have nothing. My hands are the only things I have. But that's what I made my living off of. And
Because he spent so much time and effort into that, and he's so you see how much he cares for it,
How-
and also by how little he cares for others. Maybe not actually, but like how he pretends not to care. I think because I think it's all kind of lashing out at her because he's so broken, and it's not like he still loves her, but he's kind of like, but the surgery and the medicine that I'm doing, I don't know. Like,
and
that
you can
comes
see
above.
how vulnerable he was. He
You can
is.
tell.
And it's just like, oh man, like I said, this was more for me.
Oh, the watch though.
Yes,
Oh,
the
the
watch.
watch
Oh,
part.
You see how
okay.
much he cares.
Somebody said, when he opens, does he open the drawer and there's a whole
Yeah,
bunch of
they're all-
watches?
they're all rotating.
Which was really
Somebody
nice.
said that there's a Easter egg. I didn't know what the Easter egg is.
I'd
I
have
guess
to
with the
look it up.
clocks.
I'll
Who
have to,
else
like,
in the
look.
Marvel universe has
doesn't?
clocks or who time wise? I don't know.
Oh.
Well,
Was
I
it?
mean, there's
There's a couple.
a
I don't
fair
know.
amount.
I'd
Yeah.
have to look.
But that scene also when he she just leaves crying, and you can. I love
resigned.
Rachel McAdams because the way she played the character, she was like, I believed her. It wasn't like, it wasn't just
Yeah.
like.
I mean, she was trying to help. Oh.
Yeah, I think that's something that definitely overall for this entire movie is that the performances
Yes,
were so
were
strong
so-
all
Like
the
her
way
acting
around.
in that scene, I was just like,
You
My
felt
heart
You were
broke.
shook. Yeah, you
Yes.
thought it was you and. Never mind.
Unnamed person.
That plays a drum. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
yikes.
I'm just kidding. But
Okay.
this movie, like I said, it was more than just a comic book movie, a action movie.
It was for everyone.
It had a deep story. Like I'm not saying not to go to school and not be a doctor and a lawyer, but don't let that overcome you as a person and just be like a douche. You know what I
That's
mean?
your
Yeah.
ego.
And that's
Yeah,
important
like,
for,
you need
high
to
school kids too.
Keep you need to keep your ego in check and
Connor.
stuff like.
No, like deciding, like as a senior, it's like deciding what are you gonna do, and I'm like, well, do I want to make money? Do I want to do this? How do you balance all of that?
Do you want to marry a rich man? That's what she
Well,
said.
that my teacher told me to, and I was like, well, I will.
I will. That's the.
That's the best option. With
But
our
I
country
mean,
we're
I'll stop talking about it. I don't know if
Well,
anybody
yeah,
else.
in terms of this feeling like a movie on its own, I definitely agree because, where Marvel falls into lots of pit holes in comic book movies in general, is it always feels like going on to the next movie.
Uh huh.
But
And
it-
definitely there was definitely like Baron Mordo, like his character,
But, it was like a
progressing.
string. It wasn't like the whole.
Yeah,
there was
like
like
here
no
and then a few
connection.
little-
Yeah, yeah. There was like no forced connection, Avenger, Captain America: Civil War set up for.
Yes.
You know, it was. I didn't feel it. There is, but it wasn't like shoved in your face, like this is what
When
you
he
need
was
to
in the
expect
car,
next.
right?
Like, this is my movie.
Yes.
Oh, yeah,
and
the-
I'm
the
gonna
most-
connect a little, and then
Yes.
Like you could definitely
maybe.
see that it was a connected universe just through the little Easter eggs and the
Oh.
end credit scenes at the very end,
What happened?
which were very good.
Did we lose video?
Like that was the most
Keep talking.
connection
Oh, no,
that
we didn't.
we
There we go.
that there was the end credit scenes at the very end, which I thought were very good. But
Oh yeah.
as a
Oh,
whole,
Loki.
it definitely felt like its own independent, movie.
Yes.
While there was connections, it like where others, it's
Keep
like,
on
oh, how is this gonna the way this movie we think of this movie is gonna be affected by the one before or the one
Yeah.
after. While this one felt like
It's on
this
its own.
one is on its own.
Yeah.
And while there might be a sequel, this movie itself isn't going to be affected by those.
Do you think
after or
that second
before.
Easter egg set up for a good second Doctor
Okay,
Strange?
let's talk about the Easter eggs.
Wait.
Like-
Wait. Start
Yeah.
with Loki because I'm
With Loki?
so terrified.
We're gonna have to record again. I mean,
Oh,
stop recording, but let's go again.
Okay.
from the
how
very
far?
beginning.
From the very beginning.
No, just keep on talking.
Okay. Easter
Oh,
eggs.
okay.
Okay. So
Oh.
because I've been so worried with Loki, I'm like, when is Thor gonna find out that Odin isn't that's not Odin? When is Loki gonna reveal? When's Frigga gonna know? Oh, Frigga's dead. Never mind. Oh no, that hurts my soul. No. Anyway, when are they gonna find out? And then it was just like, now Thor knows and he's looking for Odin, and that's like what they're trying to do now. And I'm like, it
And
just solved so many issues. And I was like, yes. Okay.
Yeah, and Doctor
My
Strange now
anxiety
with
is
him.
gone.
You're ready.
I love Loki.
I wanted
And
different
not just
Easter
because
egg.
of the movies. Like I like him. Like I went to a comic shop once and I was like, no, I love Loki, and they're just like, oh, like because of the movies, like you're one of those. I'm like, no, because I like Norse mythology and I read the comics, and he's an interesting, in-depth character.
Yes.
And I'm not.
This is
just
the
some
lady who
fangirl.
bought a random
I know,
comic
that's what I
book.
hate about
I'm like, that's not why.
Talking to the mic.
It's people
Miss
in
Maya.
general.
Okay. That's what I hate about people.
Okay,
They're
well,
like,
not we.
yeah.
Everyone.
But yeah, I mean, Ashley. That will say that about Ashley. She like at we went to Comic Con and she bought a This guy was there and she's selling her his comic.
Oh.
And did you finish it like
Yeah,
in
I
a day?
finished it in like an hour.
Yeah, she finished
That,
it like in an
night,
hour.
yeah. It was
I
a
can't
huge
even-
graphic novel. I kept going back, and I was like, it's basically about the school in hell. And I just went there. I kept, well, they're like demons, but
Aren't they
I
all?
kept basically, I kept going back, and I was just like, I really want to buy this. I really want to buy this, and I kept coming back, and the guy ended up.
Yeah, we went around that booth
Yeah,
like
I
3
kept going
times,
back, and
and
he-
she would like go and like open
I
it,
was
and
just
the
like-
guys are like, "Are you gonna buy it or not?" Because you've
Yeah.
been coming back and forth.
I finally bought it, and then he ended up giving me a free print because I had come back so much, and I was one of the few people that had like come back and actually bought the thing. And I was like, just.
Oh, by the way, I'm sorry, little tidbit here. The dates for next year's Comic Con have already been released. It's gonna be in April, and we are gonna go.
Woo.
And hopefully, I don't know.
Are you gonna cosplay?
I'm
I'm
down.
cosplay.
I'm down. I don't
You
Well,
know
care.
maybe I'll do like Lady
Depends
Loki
how
or
much
something.
effort I need.
I mean,
to put into
because
it.
you know what?
I'll
Look,
do Harley Quinn again.
all of us did not. We were gonna dress up, but then at the same time, we were like, I don't think any.
I kind of dressed
We
up.
we were so disappointed because everybody dressed up for Comic Con.
Even if it wasn't good, it was still fun.
Yeah, and it was awesome because you get to be. I mean, aside from Halloween, when else are you but with a bunch of nerds dressed up as your favorite characters?
I
you
gotta
know.
do Harley again.
And there were
Connor,
you
you should
should.
be
She
Batman
dressed
I
up.
need to
again.
get some good hair though.
Ashley dressed up as Harley Quinn for Halloween. You did Batman. I thought you were gonna do Joker, but you
He
didn't
was
at
the
the end.
Joker.
It was a weird week because.
He literally
'Cause it was
the Joker.
Halloween.
Oh
and
no,
then
but
the
not
next
to
day we
school because
needed
I
to
didn't
dress
see
up.
him.
Oh.
You guys went out to a party, but what I'm saying is
I was
because
Jessica Jones at school.
Halloween was on Monday, but that was the week that Homecoming started, so there was different themes. So it was just, anyways. We should dress up for Comic
Is
Con.
that- that's my
Halloween,
favorite
I
part.
was Kylo Ren, so I probably would like.
You were
do-
where? Here? I didn't see you.
No.
I
That
thought
was-
you
like
you
for
said you were
Halloween.
sick.
I never said I was sick. I said I couldn't go to Josh's.
That was that's my favorite one of my favorite things about Comic Con is like as much as it's being part of that whole community that
Dude,
It's
that's
just
here in
us
El
nerds.
Paso. Imagine us going to the San Diego one.
I
That would
went,
be
dude.
awesome.
I went to Dragon Con.
Where's that at one?
That's in
at?
Atlanta. It's really big.
Dragon
it was
Con.
huge.
Yeah, because there's different.
It's
Like, there's
so
another one,
cool.
and there's
That-
one in.
Dragon Con's a big one. San Fran obviously is a huge one, but no, yeah.
Wizard Con is a big one.
Yeah,
I
there's
forget
a
where that is.
Dude, I was thinking about that, and I was talking to, I don't remember who, and I said, like, imagine, because I follow the kids from Stranger Things, and a lot of them have been going to the Comic Cons. I'm like, imagine if they brought somebody, I don't care who it would. I don't care if it was 11 or what, or Barb.
Yeah,
That would make my year. to be able to see. But anyways,
Dustin.
we'll go back.
See,
Dustin.
Yeah.
Oh my
that would-
god.
that would-
That would be awesome.
Steve.
I would, yes.
I would
Like,
love to see
I'd like to
someone
see Steve.
cosplay as Doctor Strange.
You should be
too.
Steve. Dude, let your hair. Tell us if he does not look like
Steve Harrington.
Steve Harrington. I'll put up a picture of Steve Harrington. You look just like Steve Harrington. Anyways, back to Doctor Strange. To this date, I think it's one of the top 3 in my list of Marvel movies, up
Oh,
there
yeah.
with Civil War.
I'd need to like think and evaluate.
Same,
Yeah,
before
me
I
War
can
too.
is
say
one of
it's
my
in the
favorites
top
too.
3.
But I'm like saving a place for Logan, even though it's
Yeah.
technically not Marvel because Fox owns it. But
Well, if
still,
But it's from the Marvel
It is.
universe.
if we're
That's
talking
why I
about the
still count
Marvel like comic
Cinematic
book universe
universe?
as a whole, I don't think I could put this quite in my top 3.
Really?
'Cause
What
I
are your
think
top 3?
I'd say Deadpool is probably up there.
But technically, that's
Well, if we're talking
Fox.
Marvel as
no, I
a
mean like
whole,
yeah.
like comics,
Yeah.
or like if we're
Oh.
talking just cinematic Marvel, it might be my 3rd, but I'd need to like figure that out. But if
Yeah,
it was
that's a good point.
as a whole, I don't think I could put it as in the top 3.
I probably could. I'd have
I'm
to
saving
see
a
that.
place in my heart for the #1 spot. I'm not gonna say this.
Oh, yeah.
Spider-Man
Yeah.
Homecoming.
Oh, because we
That's
still
his
have Black
poster in the
Panther
back
and stuff
back
coming
there.
out.
Yeah. I
We
gave
still have
that
a
for
few.
his birthday.
We still have some more coming out. I'm excited.
So this one was the big one. I mean, Marvel wise, right?
Well,
and
Civil
then,
War was earlier this year.
And then
Wonder Woman.
on the 18th of this month, a month from the 18th of November,
Oh yeah,
the big one comes out,
Star Wars.
Rogue One.
Ooh,
Which
wait,
I
when does
saw-
Fantastical Beasts come out? Soon, right?
Soon.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
on the
It comes-
18th, guys.
But of November, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. So that's in a couple of days. That's
We gotta go.
yeah. Well, I don't mind
I-
going to watch that one.
Can't-
I'm not
can't
familiar
we
with the
please?
stories or the books, but
I've
it
read
looked
them.
it looked funny. It looked cool.
Okay, so
I'm a child.
if we are planning to go see that, you don't have to read the books that much.
Were you about to
I,
say
I like Harry Potter,
And it's not
but I
really
like.
following the
I can't
book,
hear
right? The Fantastical book.
Like
I-
it's following the book, but the book doesn't have like much to
Everything.
go on. It's a tiny
Talk
little.
onto
Yeah, I
the
read
mic.
it. It was
Talk-
like a
talking
little-
to the mic.
They can literally do anything with the plot, but because it's not gonna be part of the story. Because the story's like it's like
It's a
book.
basic little like
It's
a
like
story.
it's like taking place like their handbook, and they like in the book, actual book, they like they take notes. Like the notes are written in the book. Like
I don't know what that. I don't know what you.
No,
like
like-
it's like an actual like
I like.
as if someone wrote.
It was a
I like
textbook.
Harry Potter,
Yeah.
but I like making fun of Harry Potter fans and getting them angry more than I like the movies themselves.
Oh my god!
Really?
Don't do
Wow.
that.
You're
Hey
a
Maya,
jerk.
what's your house and all that from Pottermore? Do you remember?
a Maverick. I've told you this several times. It's
Okay,
Slytherin.
okay.
I'm probably so.
And
I
I'm
have
in
to take
House
the
of
quiz.
T-Birds.
T-Birds? Don't you mean
We're-
Thunderbirds?
Thunderbird, sorry. It's the same thing.
Yeah, I'm a Thunderbird Slytherin.
We're
I
gonna
don't
try
know
and
what
keep
lots
this
of
under
this
30
mean.
minutes. We're at 27, so I mean, I'm pretty sure we covered basically
Yeah.
what we
I
needed to cover.
was really surprised that the Ancient One died.
Really? I wasn't.
I was
I
surprised she
wasn't.
I
died.
wasn't.
Surprised.
That
Well,
happens
I mean,
in every
is- but
movie.
wait,
Surprised by it.
but is she dead? I mean,
don't
come
think
on.
so.
I think she
Come
is.
on.
I honestly
Well,
think
because
she is.
because
I
the
don't
Ancient
know.
One.
I think she's still
like,
alive, but not physically. Like maybe like in a.
Yeah.
other
Like
world.
like in a
Mirror dimension
Jedi
or
kind of
No,
way.
but she even said she's like
She can't see any further.
I haven't
Any
seen
further,
further than
yeah.
this, so that means like
like her
spiritual
physical
and
body is over. Maybe she has some spiritual connection.
Oh, like how the weapons would be infused with magic.
feel
and
like
stuff.
she would, like,
Infused
come back
in
to, like,
something?
Doctor Strange, but like
because
Not
there's always an
physically.
Ancient One in Doctor Strange.
There's always
So there's gonna be another ancient one then.
Well, but I
Right.
mean, the only
Maybe
thing
an Asian one, and people can calm their crap and not
it's
be
funny
upset.
because like there were so many other people that were all different races, different genders. It was and then the ancient one, they literally said they were just like, she's a Celtic woman who just showed up out of nowhere. It could have been anyone. And I'm like, all right, I'll accept it. You explained it. You said it could have been anyone. I'll take it for now.
And that's
she was
a-
amazing.
and Tilda Swinton, she is an awesome
She's
actress.
great.
Oh, that's another scene right there. Okay, I just remembered that scene when just because he's the ancient one, he automatically assumes it's the Asian bald old
Yeah.
man
Yeah.
sitting there.
And it's like,
But
I'm the girl.
didn't you like that? Not in
Yeah.
no not
Actually,
not
I
only.
like it was-
Like
it
I felt
kind
like
of
it was
was-
But
definitely
wait,
playing
let me
into the.
let me finish.
Yeah.
But you didn't even know what I said because I'm not done saying what I was gonna say. What I liked was that she's serving him tea, and he's like,
Oh, whatever.
Talking
You're like
to
a
this other
servant.
like who? Yeah, you're just a servant.
He's like, I'm
But
a doctor.
the
like, who are
person,
you?
the ancient one, is the one actually serving.
Yeah.
So I'm all like, dude, that speaks so much about now. You know, I mean,
I also want to bring up that Asian guy, and you know you're talking about the lowest point.
Oh,
and
the
he
hand.
has a hand thing.
Oh,
he kept
yes.
stuttering.
I
Because-
literally,
And she said it
and I
wasn't
whispered to you,
your
I'm like, he
hands.
doesn't have no
Yeah,
hands.
she
And then
did was-
literally he pulls back
she
asleep.
she was
no
sitting
hands.
next to me, and then this is the one thing you need to know about sitting next to Ashley Price
You
in
do
a
it
movie.
too.
No, because I was answering your questions. But she was like,
she
"Oh
does
my
talk a
god,
lot.
you
Are
know."
you on
and-
Pottermore?
So that
Get away
part
from
there,
me.
that part when he's shaking and he says like, "It's my hands," and he can't do the circle. But then the other guy shows up and he's like, "It's not your hands," and,
And
then
then I like,
it's just
he
a
ain't
little
got
stump.
no hands.
Yeah,
and
like,
I
then
ain't gotta-
no hand, and then he goes.
Yeah, so that's like, damn, it's not.
Where
my
was the
hand.
sling ring? Was it on his other hand, or did he not have one?
He had one. It was on this hand.
Okay.
So does that
And you
mean
know
if
you
you
can
have
duct
no
tape it
hands?
on.
I
You
didn't
can duct
notice if
tape
he
it on.
didn't have hands or not. So like on both hands, I didn't notice.
So
they
if
were
you
both
have no
meant to
hands
sing,
at
so
all,
was like,
that's where the line
I
is.
saw a meme that said the true hero of Doctor Strange, and it's pointing to the cape.
Oh,
That-
that's so
yeah,
true.
that.
'Cause
He
that
was
that
like
was
the magic carpet. of
Yeah,
and
no,
Doctor
yes,
Strange.
it was. It had, you know, we didn't see a lot of it, but it was a cool the effects, and it didn't
Yeah.
look
I love
fake.
The cape.
I
Oh my
loved
God.
it because it was just as sassy as Doctor Strange
Yeah,
himself.
it had its
Oh.
own personality.
It
It was like a
did.
separate character.
Mhm.
And it was pretty cool.
I like that she was like,
really
it's
enjoyed
a fickle something, and I was just like,
Yeah.
perfect, yes.
And, I really liked it. The action sequences were awesome. If the ones where I wasn't getting car sick, but there was
The
a lot
visuals
of
were amazing.
the
The
visuals
Paris
are
one got
awesome.
Like
a little.
Inception, but like 1,000 times better.
Like I said, the story was great. I mean, top of the line actors: Benedict Cumberbatch, Rachel McAdams,
The
Tilda
Stanley
Swinton.
Cast was
cameo.
amazing.
Stanley cameo was hilarious. Benjamin Bratt as one of the guys who got
Injured.
injured, but the guy with the back problem.
Yeah.
And then the African American, I forgot his real name. His real name is very hard to pronounce. I think
Shoulda, woulda, out of four.
that one. Shoulda, woulda, woulda, for.
Shoulda, woulda, out of
Shoulda, woulda, for.
I apologize.
So-
for
I don't
that.
know any of them.
Yeah, but
They're all
it was a great cast, and
Oh wait, it was so realistic though. As far as the landscape, when he's going through the streets, like the monks in white body paint, I'm like, that's like accurate to their culture. Like that they actually have those kinds of monks that you actually go to, and I thought it was very accurate culturally. I mean, I haven't like been personally, but I've seen lots of. I don't want to. Never mind. I don't want to say
this
that.
is something only she would know.
But I've watched a lot of documentaries and stuff, and I'm like, maybe it's not perfect, but it wasn't like weird or like, what is that? It was like, oh, that's like an actual, could be there. I don't know.
Okay, I get what you're saying.
You know
Okay.
what I'm trying to say.
So we're gonna close it up. We're at 31 minutes. I think that's
Yeah.
it was pretty good because again our last video didn't get that many views as our previous like our last
But
one.
we expected
But
that.
we didn't expect it to. But our Logan video got the most views. It got like we're like
So
at
again,
it.
thank you for
I think
that.
we're at what? We're like at 11. No, we're at like at 11. We're like at 11,000 already. I thought you said 10K.
Said 11.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, geez,
I
I'm
know.
sorry.
She got triggered.
If you would speak to the microphone, we'd be able to hear you better.
I was shook.
Okay, thank you.
Shook.
I
So
got
summing
shook
up,
at State.
so summing up, it was a great movie, great story, uplifting story, and
Hilarious.
especially now, when this country is like torn right now
Feels like getting
apart, and just I don't know. It was a great story, great action, great. It was funny, sad, but one of the best. That's all I have to say, Maverick. Closing.
Oh, I thought that you just said that's all I have to say, Maverick. Like you were talking to me
No, no.
directly.
Like, oh,
I thought it was really funny. I actually didn't like the Eye of Agamotto thing. How it was a Infinity Stone, though. I didn't like that.
I liked it.
No,
I never
because
liked
like I get it's a powerful thing, but you shouldn't have made it the Eye of Agamotto. I just didn't like
what else
that.
were they gonna make it?
Just the Eye of Agamotto. I mean, it wasn't an Infinity Stone in the comics. It
Well,
was
no, I
just-
think they're just trying to tie everything
Yeah.
together, and
Yeah.
that was the cleanest way they could.
Yeah,
have done
I
it.
get
It's
you.
just like there. It's good.
But it was a great movie. Like I said, 9.5.
It's now my favorite Marvel movie. I really loved it. It was a great story, great everything. Benedict Cumberbatch was A1, so was Wong. Everyone was A1.
Who was
You like whisper into the mic.
10
and
out of
talk into it.
10.
Hannibal?
There's two
I loved
Hannibal
it.
Lecters in this
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's it.
that is true.
I loved it a lot. My new favorite.
Thank you, Ashley.
Really great overall. Everyone should go see it, even if you don't like comics. It had something for everyone.
Yes, I agree with that.
All ages, anything you're going through. I thought it was very relatable.
Yes.
Unless you have epilepsy or vertigo.
Oh,
Yes,
true.
don't watch it if you
Yeah.
have epilepsy or vertigo.
No,
That's
it's
true.
kind of intense, but it's really, really good. It's worth it.
Connor.
No, it was a really good movie. I already said what the one thing wrong with I thought could have been improved on, but I mean I thought it was really I think the cast and visuals were amazing. I think I know trying not to compare him to other Marvel movies too much, but
Get bashed for that.
Probably he's gonna get bashed,
Yeah.
For anything he said, because
doesn't
he's
look
not.
like Steve
He's not really.
Harrington.
He's not really.
he's not really Steve Harrington. He's not really white and straight.
He's not really liked in our on our channel.
So
But
it's
go
a
ahead,
smell.
continue.
No, but I really enjoyed it. It definitely was since Guardians wasn't too long ago, but with what
Is
Marvel.
it 2 years ago?
I don't know, but the thing I'd say about Marvel is Marvel consistently, you're able to go out and have fun with these movies. Like these movies are always fun to watch.
Yes. Oh, I will
And
say
I-
I'm sorry. Finish up.
Well, yeah, this movie was definitely really fun to watch, and I definitely thought it was a great movie.
Okay. Well,
But it was a great movie. I wouldn't say it was the greatest movie though.
you wouldn't.
They're all gonna get better.
Yes. I will say this.
But yeah, no, I'm for
for
sure.
those of you who say that I bash DC and everything, the
I
Wonder Woman trailer looked good. It looked cool.
It does look awesome.
I mean, aside from Gal Gadot being beautiful, but visually it looked awesome. Like it was
And
like
she's just a badass.
yes,
Yeah.
All around.
it looked very good. I
The
hope.
music, everything.
I really do hope that this is the movie, because everybody thought Suicide Squad was going to be that movie that brought back, that
This is
really
gonna be
put
that movie.
DC on the map. And I mean, I know that there's a lot of haters out there that love the movie. It's not that I didn't like it, but it could. I mean, there was so much. I don't want to get into it, but I hope that Wonder Woman.
Miguel gets triggered.
I do get triggered because
You know what
people.
triggers him
Yeah.
the most? I said
You look shook.
Jared Leto was better than Mark Hamill once because Jordan told me to tell him that, and he got
Okay,
so.
my
Jared Leto
sugar
wasn't
went-
that bad. Oh my
My
god.
sugar went up to
Okay,
like 600.
let's not trigger each other.
Please, let's not trigger me anymore.
I'll get into this
I'm
later.
diabetic. I don't want to die.
Comment
So,
below whether you think Jared Leto is better
Yes,
or Mark
please,
Hamill.
please. No, just hashtag Miguel. I'm just kidding.
Oh my god.
But
Yeah, at
but
Miguel.
that preview, that trailer was intense. I really liked it.
I love her dress
somebody
like
s-
with the sword in it because I'm like, that's a sword.
Somebody
I'm so
said,
ready.
and we have Chris
The
Pine
sword
in it.
that's so
I'm
Chris
like,
Pi-
that's.
Chris Pine is in in this movie, and I mean, what else do you want? Captain Kirk is, but
And she's a
somebody
powerful
said-
woman.
somebody said that this is DC's first Captain America because it
Yeah.
it takes place in the 20s, 30s, whatever.
Well, whenever
World War
Where's
One.
Oh, well,
Some
okay.
30s.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, so but it looks very good. I mean, visually, I mean the story looks cool too, and I'm like again, Wonder Woman is not a character I'm very familiar with, so I'm gonna go in with
Open.
open arms.
I love that, like, you see her, like, dodge and you see the bullet, and then it's
Oh,
just, like,
that was
and
my
then I
favorite
learned, and I'm like,
scene.
oh, snap! It's good.
Okay, are you okay there?
Yes, and then Aquaman actually looks so cool. I used to be a huge hater of Aquaman, but then my dad got, like, New 52, and he's like, Aquaman's badass, Ashley. And I'm like, well, I don't want to see.
Her dad is awesome. Her
You
dad.
should see
You
the
should have him on
boxes
the
we
show.
have
Yes.
of comics. And
Her-
then, like, I'm shook because then he's, like, that great Khal Drogo. He played him. He's such a, like, he looks like he's, like, going to kick someone's butt. And then you see the trailer, and, like, it's just, like, he, like, grabs him, and I'm like, I'm ready. I'm ready
You're
for
ready.
Aquaman.
Well, that's about it. You can follow me on Twitter at Miguel Mikey 731 on Twitter. On Instagram, you can follow me at Mike Parra 731. Maverick, we can follow you at.
On Twitter, you can follow me at Maverick Procter, and on Instagram, Maverick.Procter.
Okay.
And then you can follow me on Twitter and Instagram, and both of them are at Theory of Maya.
Theory of
Maya.
Maya. Maya. Ashley still doesn't have a Twitter, but you can follow her on.
Instagram at ashley.prices. I'm going to make a Twitter. of
Please.
My brother
We
has
share a
Twitter.
lot of stuff on
We do.
Twitter.
Yeah.
Like
Oh,
we
yeah.
send we retweet in a whole bunch, but I can't retweet you because you're not in it. Connor, go ahead.
Follow me at Captain Connor 99, which is CAPT Connor OR 99. And
Okay.
then follow the
The
channel here at Booth Tech Weekly.
Can you say it a little bit louder onto the
That's at Booth Tech Weekly.
Booth Tech Weekly?
Booth Tech Weekly.
Okay, and below on the comments below, I'll have links of each and every one of you guys. Please subscribe, share your videos, leave your comments. If you want to bash on Connor, please do.
Please.
Please, he loves it. He feeds off
it's
of
like
this.
weird. He's just like,
Yes,
what
he's
else
like-
have I
Like
had?
more-
He literally texts us at 2 a.m. like, "Did you see what they come?" Like, I'm trying to sleep here.
Care.
But but he gets shook, and this
I
is
love
what
that
he
he's
feeds
the
off.
one that gets wrecked the most.
Yes, he does, and he's perfect. But anyways,
It's
Um,
like it's almost like it's
Connor,
more-
you're
yeah,
asking
I
for the
feed
hate.
off
I
of
feel
it,
like
and
one
then
day
it
it's
just
just-
comes.
yeah,
to me.
he's asking for the hate. Guys, we really appreciate
It
all.
feeds my ego.
We have, I think, like 83 followers. I don't know, but we have
It's
a pretty good.
113 or somewhere
Whoa.
near
Really,
there.
followers?
Thank you
Or
all.
subscribers.
Thank you, everybody.
Subscribers.
Are you talking about-
Subscribers. Wow,
'Cause
that's
I'm like
cool.
On
Just
Twitter, we got
just
like
need a few
12.
more to get to 1,000.
A few more to get to 1,000.
Yeah, we
Um,
have
Guys, we really appreciate it, and I hope you guys share this video. I mean, comment, leave questions, and
What about them?
our next, I don't know, we're gonna record again, but if whenever we do, you'll see us.
If you
I
want us
hope
to
we don't have
record
to
anything,
wait. I hope we don't have to wait till Rogue One. I hope that we can
We can
record
do the
before.
Wizard.
Yeah,
We can do Harry
Yeah.
Potter.
comment below if
Harry
you have
Potter.
anything. We do read.
Talk to the camera.
We do go through and read all those comments. So
Connor sure does.
I do.
Yeah.
He checks it every 5 seconds.
I remember that we were in class once, and I walked to the booth, and Connor was like, "Come here, let's read the comments on the videos." And I was like, "Okay."
That's what he does.
No, so yeah. Comment.
anyways.
Comment. And we read them all. So if there's something you want us to watch, we'll definitely.
Yeah.
You watched one
Up.
of the videos that the guys
We
had
just lost.
recommended.
We lost the video,
So
but
fade
audio.
out.
So fade out. Guys, we really appreciate it.
Oh,
Thank
you're
you, and hope we see
And fade
you.
out.
Oh, we almost out of battery too. Hope we
Oh.
see you next week.
Fade
Talk to you
out.
later. Bye.
Bye.
But love you all.